Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday to you. I hope you're having an absolutely magical day today. It is another great Saturday, another live stream. We are back again. I'm so glad to be able to bring it to you. Now, today I want to start off with hi there, saying hi to everybody, but also what's the temperature where you are? Because around the Washington, D.C. area, we're having the most intense heat wave that anyone can remember. We're having a super intense heat wave. So let me know where you're from this morning and what the temperature is, where you are. So like the location and how the temperature is. I'm going to say good morning to a few of our friends here. Matthew, Rebecca, Chelsea, Disney Diva, Joey, Sweet Simmer, Monica, Carrie, Sarah, Melissa, Chelsea, Ramu, Lonnie, Kim, Marla, Maureen and Ron, Chelsea, Devin, Bella, Marisol, Jeanette, and Brett. Good to see you all this morning. How are you? And Michelle. Good morning, everybody from Ohio. Okay, we got some from Ohio this morning. We had 101, 102 degree day yesterday, but it actually felt like 110 because of the humidity. It was hard to breathe outside, so it was super hot and humid around here. I'm wishing I was back at Disney because, I feel like they have more rain and we're not really getting that rain that we need, so that's just me. Devin, glad I can bring you the live stream. So glad I can. 21 degrees in Toronto. I'm trying to convert that in my head. I don't think that's too bad. 90 degrees in Indiana. Okay, so it's hot there too. 94 in Los Angeles. Is that normal for Los Angeles tomorrow? Let me know. Good morning, Ashley. How are you? Good day, Michael. Still at Disney. We'll be at MK later today and then in 90s. Very cool. Okay, Steve, have a magical time. Thanks for tuning in for a little bit. 81 in New York. Okay, that's not so bad. We're having a super heat wave. It's intense. 80 degrees in Lewiston. Very cool. It's supposed to be 80. Okay, so maybe it's just us that are having like 100-degree days. It's so intense. It's so intense. Anyway, that's what the temperature is around here. But today, there's been a lot of news about Disney. I want to talk to you about it because there's a lot of exciting things that we're going to do together on our next adventure. I can't wait to bring it to you. But before I get into it, let me know some of your favorite restaurants that you've been to at Walt Disney World. We're going to talk about at Walt Disney World what specifically you liked about it. We're going to talk about that in a second, but some of your favorite restaurants. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm going to pull up something that I want to share with you, some news that we heard about not too long ago, and hopefully we'll learn more about as we go along here, but I have already made some dining reservations, which I will tell you about momentarily. Southern Indiana in the 90s. Good morning from Oklahoma. Today's high is 102. That doesn't sound fun. Oklahoma. All right, so also going through that heat wave. Stephanie, good morning from Texas. Currently 88, but going up to 100 degrees. Okay, so it's not just me over here. 95 in Atlanta, 89 in Philadelphia. Geez, how's your Banshee? Pegasus is doing very well. Thank you for asking. 77 degrees in Ohio, 89% humidity. Yeah, see, that's the humidity that gets us. 81 from Cincinnati. Okay, all right, Lonnie's got Be Our Guest as her favorite one. I'm saying Sanaa, Garden Grill, Cape May Cafe. Let's see. I love your video. Mikhail, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Electric Umbrella in Tomorrowland's your favorite. Ohana Dinner, Disney Diva's favorite. Sanaa, Garden Grill, California Grill. Those are great ones. Oh, Tink, you thought I wasn't doing one. I thought. Oh well, I'm glad I'm here to be able to bring it to you. Most Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. I think that's our standard time for doing live streams. That's what I like to be able to share all the magic together. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm ready for fall. Yes, so am I. With this heat, so am I. Ohana for dinner. Brown Derby. 88 New Jersey today. Okay. Let's see. Lisa says, have not done too many table service restaurants. Prime Time, Sci-Fi Dine-In, Hollywood Studios. Those are great. Be Our Guest in Sanaa. Yes, those are a butter chicken. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. We love Boma for breakfast. Great food and atmosphere. Yes, it's a great one. Love Boma. Garden Grill, Spirit Aloha. Oh, really? Spirit of Aloha for you, Kim. I haven't heard that one in a while. Let's see. Geyser Points. Be Our Guest. Via Napoli. All sorts of great ones. Now, all right, let's talk about what was recently announced. For annual pass holders and DVC members, if you haven't heard already, there is in total, 30% discount on certain restaurants at certain times. So let me go over those details with you, then we'll talk about it. For the following restaurants: Jico, Flying Fish, The Wave American Flavor, Citrico's, The Grand Floridian Cafe, Olivia's Cafe, Boat Rights Dining Hall, The Turf Club Bar and Grill, Artist Point, and The Captain's Grill. All have a 30% discount for DVC members and annual pass holders from now until September 30th, I think. And then you have to have a dinner reservation before 6:30 in the afternoon or after 8:30 p.m. I'm excited about this. 20% is already fantastic, but now they're upping it by 10 more percent, and it's 30% off some restaurants that to be honest with you, have not tried in a long, long time. So I'm really excited. I've already got some reservations. No, like actual like made reservations, not I have reservations about it. I've made reservations at these restaurants, a few of them, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. But what do you think? We're saving money. It's a good idea. But do you wish there were other restaurants that were included in this? What do you think? Are you going to be there? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Joey, oh yes, that mission space restaurant will be so cool. That's going to be fantastic. 30%. I know, isn't that cool, Megan? I'm excited about it. Like that makes me want to go to try some of these restaurants that I haven't been to in a long, long time. Like I cannot. My mom was telling me that she has never been to Citrico's. But then we were talking about Artist Point and how she doesn't think I have ever been to Artist Point. So there's some things that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be great. I haven't done many of them, but trying a few on our next trip. I'll be on Be Our Guest for dinner. I'm so glad you got that reservation, Darlene. I have been trying to get reservations again at Be Our Guest for like 2 weeks now. I still can't get reservations. The tip for Be Our Guest, look 180 days in advance. That's when you want to get reservations because, oh my gosh. What's your favorite meal at Disney World? Oh gosh, Ashley. I would say probably Ohana for dinner, but I've been recently. So Ohana for dinner I think would be my personal favorite, but I want to try something new. So, okay, here's what I have, by the way. I have reservations, and this is thanks to some of your votes and some things that I wanted to try and share with you. I'm going to the Artist Point, the Wilderness Lodge, and Flying Fish Cafe on the boardwalk. So those are two that I'm going to do with you on our next adventure. And if you haven't noticed, and I don't think I've officially announced this yet, but this is the official announcement day, I have extended my trip by 1 day. I don't know if you knew that. I've extended my trip, big announcement, by 1 day because I feel like I was just cutting myself short with the other trip. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay for another day. So I'm staying for another day. Can't wait to share it with you. And I've got all these things that I want to do with it. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. With that, wish the discount was available to Disney Visa card members. Gene, I totally understand that. Gives you a reason to try someplace new. Jennifer, how right you are. I think Be Our Guest should have it. I agree, Devin. I feel like they should have it, but they're so popular, they probably don't even need it. I feel like they're giving it to restaurants that aren't maybe as well known or aren't as popular. I feel like that's to kind of help boost them and make it like a new favorite for people. I feel like that's the point to it all. I booked Be Our Guest for dinner for December. Not giving it up now. Don't do it, Marla. Hold on to it no matter what. Garden Grill, Michael. It's great. You should get to it on your next adventure. Megan, you're on a perfect point. There are a lot of Create the Adventure with Michael items. There are like 3 or 4 items that I must get to because I missed them, either on this trip or the last one. The Garden Grill is one. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the Tune-In Lounge again because I have these other reservations, but I'll be able to do that again in a future trip because it's not going anywhere. 30% off is going away, but I'll get back to that one. So Garden Grill is very likely happening on this one, and we've got Tune-In Lounge happening probably on a future one, so that'll be good. I'm leaving in August for Disney. I'm hoping to get a Banshee. Kate, I have a feeling like you will be able to get one. Maureen and Ron, DVC and annual pass usually get 20%, so this is big. Yes, 20% at least for this year, but I'm looking forward to that as well. What dates are you at Kidani in September? I don't think I will be going to Kidani in September. Maybe just to visit briefly, but we'll see. Have you ever been to 1900 Park Fair? Yes, I have, but I was a very small kid. It's going to be me and my sister's first character breakfast experience. Danielle, I think you're going to love it. I've heard it's really good. It's made improvements, but I heard it's a great classic. I got to go back. I definitely have to go back to 1900 Park Fair. Do you think that the new Guardians of Galaxy ride at Epcot will be a motion simulator or a trackless simulator similar to Spider-Man at Universal? Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. I feel like it might be a trackless one. I feel like that's more of what Disney likes to do, the trackless kind, like with Ratatouille coming. I feel like that might be the way to do it, but they're also probably going to make it like part walking too, because you saw people on the inside with some of the artist renderings. So I don't know. They're probably going to have like a combination. Any predictions for Magic Band version 3? Matthew, good question. No, not that I can think of. Maybe they'll make them thinner, but I love version 2, so I'm very happy with what they have. How am I going to wait patiently for Tron? Christopher, you're suffering from the same problem I am. I know what you mean. Any Banshee name thoughts? How about Elliot? Elliot's a good one. What about Elliot? Oh my gosh. Trying Crystal Palace for the first time on my next trip. Megan, I think you're going to love it. Rebecca, I received my Ways of Disney button in the mail yesterday. I was so excited. I'll be wearing it proudly every chance I get. Rebecca, it means a lot. Thank you very much. It is a roller coaster. I hope so, Joey. I hope so. We'll have to find out. Jenna, regarding your vlog today. Okay, let's move on to the 50 things about me. How many alone trips did you take before you started to share the Disney with us? One. I took one November 2015, and I actually was already starting to share a little bit on Facebook, but not really like with us in the same way. But that was more the first trip before I actually started sharing in this capacity with my big camera and all of that. It was one trip that I took without actually just going together. And when I went to Disneyland, you'll remember I went on Facebook. I used Facebook Live back then. They have since taken down every single one of those videos from my Disneyland trip. So I got to go back. Now I've got to go back to Disneyland, which is part of the reason why I've moved from Facebook to YouTube, because you can find all of my adventures. You can look back and see them all categorized. So I love it. Ashley, oh, Holly, no problem. You're right on time. Thank you so much, Michael, for bringing your Disney adventures to us. Ashley, my pleasure. I enjoy watching your vlog. You bring the Disney magic to us at home. Thank you again for sharing the adventures. We can't wait for more. Ashley, it means a great deal to me. Thank you. Good morning, Lynette. How are you? Mikhail, hold on. Oh, my gosh. Ooh. Right. What type of ride will the Great Mickey Ride be? Oh gosh, that's a good question. I think it's going to be like cars that you sit in and you see, like, it's supposed to be 2.5D. Is that what they said? 2.5D. And like everything around you kind of changes. Like you see it around you kind of, take an adventure. I feel like that's how they're going to do it. But I'm excited about it. I will miss Great Movie Ride, no doubt. But I'm excited to see what's new. Hey, Kristen. No, you're right on time. You're right on time. Did you ever get to Disneyland? Of course I did. Yes, I went May 2016. 16? No, 16, yes. To Disneyland, but unfortunately it's not here on YouTube because I did it all on Facebook back then, and Facebook has taken them all down for the music and all that, so don't worry, there'll be another Disneyland trip before you know it. What made you start sharing your trips? Chelsea, go back, watch that 50 more things about me. I just wanted to be more interactive. I wanted to be able to share every single magical moment. But watch that 50 things about me. Speaking of that, what did you think? 50 more things about Michael? I can't even begin to tell you how tough it is to think about 100 facts about yourself. I think some of them weren't even facts. I think they were just like statements. But anyway, yes, I love 2.5D. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it. It's going to be fun. That is so sad that they took all your Disneyland videos down. I love your Disneyland videos. So glad you were on YouTube. Jenna, I'm glad I am too. You know, it's more about being able to share it in high definition and being able to put it there and everyone can find it. And the fact that I can file it, that's one of the things that I really love. It's like all filed there. You can see 2016, 2017, we'll get 2018. So you'll see it. It'll be good. Yes, I do need to come to Disneyland. That's true. You say your name like you do so well. You say my name. Mikhail, okay, well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear I'm saying your name correctly. I've been working on that. Been working on it. Allie, I want to book a signature restaurant. Which is your favorite? I'm between Gico, Le Cellier, and Yachtsman Steakhouse. I would do Gico. I would. I went on a tasting tour, and that was really good. It was back a ways with my grandmother and my sister. That was fun. I love Gico. I want to go again. That is not going to be on my next adventure, but I hope to make that on the future. So that's coming. Oh, Kristen, I'm so glad you liked the video today. That was a lot of fun to make. Greetings from Germany. Hi there. Good to see you, Andreas. My first Walt Disney World visit will be January 2018 for WDW Marathon. Do you like running? Not as much as I should. I should run more. I definitely should. But I heard the marathons are great. I'm trying to get in better shape for it. Hope to be able to join everybody on a run in the future. Any clues about the Halloween costume? Okay, Jeanette, you asked nicely. I will give you a clue. Are you ready for the clue for the Halloween costume? This is kind of getting ahead of schedule here. Here comes the Halloween costume. Here it comes. Here's the hint. This isn't really a hint. It's a gold rope. It's about the Halloween costume. What could it be? What could it be? I will not be confirming in this vlog. Anyway, Rebecca, you have the superpower of bringing happiness, by the way. That means so much. It cheers you up. Wanted to share that with you. It means a great deal. Jessica, thank you. I reckon they will incorporate some 4D water slides with the Mickey ride. Seems like you will get wet in any 2D, 3D show at Disney. That's an interesting thought, Matthew. Maybe. Good morning and happy Saturday. Hey, Anna. Jenna, I love that we can search your videos on YouTube. When I go back on Facebook, it would be impossible. Jenna, exactly why I use YouTube, and I love it because you can go to my channel and then search in the channel. Like it's good. There's the Halloween costume clue. Whoops. Right there. We're working on it. My sister and I were working on it a lot last night. You should see what she is doing with this costume. Wait till you see it. We're going to have a big reveal. We're going to have a big reveal. I'm not saying anything. Just go. I don't want to ruin it. I'm not ruining it. It's just gold cord. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I'm not going to say. Wonder Woman. No, it's not Wonder Woman. Did you get a lot of D23 stuff? Donna, I did not go to my post office box yet. I know a few of my friends, including you, thank you very much, sent me some D23 items, which I really, really appreciate because I couldn't be there this year, but hopefully in the future. Any clues on Pegasus's costume? It will be kind of matching mine. We'll see. You'll see. My parents are dressing up as Sully and Mike Wazowski for the Halloween party. Do you think they will be on the camera on Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor Ride? That's tough to say, Kate. That's tough to say. If they are not, they should be. Are you planning any vlogs for water parks on your next trip? Yes, I am. Good question, Alicia. That's actually from Create the Adventure with Michael 2 times ago, where everyone voted to go to a water park, and I'm finally following up. I'm a man of my word. I will eventually follow up with these. Sometimes it takes me a while, sometimes. But this trip includes a water park. I'm getting a GoPro. I'm planning on getting a GoPro because I can't bring this camera into the water park, so I'm planning on doing that. A lot of coordination there. But speaking of that, you let me know what you're most excited about on our next adventure. Right there in the I button, you should see a poll. Let me know what you're excited about. Where will the rope be? I'm not saying. No hints. No, that's the only hint. That's the only hint. Yes, I know. Facebook jail. Don't worry. We're past it. Your sister is fantastically talented. I will let her know. And I totally agree. How many pins do you have? I counted them in the past. There's a pin video. 600, 800. I've lost track. A lot of pins. We love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. This year is our first time going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I think you're going to like it too. It's a great one. We are wondering if Pegasus is missing Pandora as much as we are. Cannot wait to go back. There are all sorts of amazing sights and sounds and smells. I cannot wait to share it all with you more and we go back. I will be going back to Pandora. Don't worry. We'll be back at Pandora. I feel like I'm freezing on camera. I feel like it's... Okay, I think we're back to normal. That could be one or like 50 things. One of the 50 things. Maybe, Rebecca, maybe. Be there for the first time this Halloween for Halloween Party October. Cindy, you're going to love it. I can't wait to show it to you in advance. When will the cruise announcement be? As soon as we book those flights, I will announce the cruise. I promise. Have you announced the dates for that you are going in September? I sure have. 15th to 19th. I've extended by a day, and I couldn't stay at Pop Century any longer, so there'll be a resort switch in there. It's going to be fun. Oh, yes, D23. That happens every 2 years, but every year, if you think about, they're going to Japan and then back here for 2019. So 2018 Japan, 2019 over here in what am I thinking of? I've lost my train of thought. In California, Anaheim. Michael, yes, I know. I have tons of videos. Absolutely. Best place to have dinner at Magic Kingdom. Be our guest, hands down, no question. Let's see. Love Pandora. So do I. Is your sister coming to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party with you? No, she is not. She's not coming. She'll be at the cruise with all of us. So you'll see more of the family in the vlog from the cruise. We've already talked about it. They're going to be in the vlog a little bit, not 100%, but a little bit. They'll be there. So it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so talking about Q&A for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I wanted to go over that with you. Gotten a lot of questions about Halloween Party and some Q&A about it. Let me know your questions. I'm looking forward to answering them for you, but I also want to touch on a few things that I've gotten a few questions about, like what do you prioritize? When I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party last year, I got there. You can go in, I think, at like 4 p.m. with your costume on. So that's what, I'm planning on going for as soon as I can with my costume on. Go in, get your special band, letting them know that you're there for the Halloween party. Then I plan on going to meet a character, and then I want to continue meeting characters. Like last year I did a character, and then I just did all shows and parades, and that's what I did. Kept doing it over and over again. And sometimes that's a good idea because you can get a really good spot, and you can see them, but I've seen them before. So I want to see the fireworks, I want to see the shows, but I have other priorities, like the candy, and some other character meet and greets. So those are new priorities for me, but the trick is to prioritize. Eric, good morning. Welcome to it. Have you thought about doing a sibling tag with your siblings? Oh, you mean with them coming with me? I wish they could and would. My brother is working very hard, and so he can't find time to get off work. And my sister's still in school, so it's kind of tough for her sometimes. But we're all going on the cruise together, and my brother should be there. So that's the family one. If I could only go to one park, which would it be? I'm going to say Epcot today. It sometimes switches between Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I'm going to see Epcot today. I'm going to say Ramu. How fast are the drops of Tower of Terror? Faster than the speed of gravity. They're fast. They're very fast. Case Disney Adventure. Do you like the rainbow cheesecake at Pop Century Resort? If so, you should make it on Cooking with Michael. I have not tried it. I'm ashamed to say. Kate, I haven't tried it. I have to try it. I'm going to try it on my next adventure. I got to try that one. Yes, the character meet and greets are a lot of fun. There's no doubt about it. I look forward to it, and especially, let me think, this year's costume is going to go very well with certain characters, and I feel like there are going to be a lot of guests who are dressed as certain characters that will go well. We'll take pictures together. A lot of friends that we'll make along the way, so it'll be fun. I'm not gonna no more reveals. No. No reveals. So it's gonna be I'm gonna make it like a super crazy good reveal. It's gonna be good. So it's gonna be like fade in, fade out. You know, Michael with a costume on. It's gonna be good. Question about flights of passage: is it safe for people with back issues? I have some back trouble and want to try to get comfortable. Okay, Rebecca, great question. I would say yes, it is, but it depends on the back problem. There's a tester seat outside of flights of passage. I would sit in that seat and have them test it. Like, just push it, light pressure against your back. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Light pressure. See if it hurts. There's a tester seat outside. That's what I would do. Good question, though. Maureen and Ron, are they redoing the music CD from the parks to add Pandora and Rivers of Light? I know there's a separate one. That's a good question. I wonder if they're going to wait for more updates, too, Maureen and Ron, for even more things to change, like Epcot and things like that. We'll see. We'll wait and see. Do they give out lots of candy? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They give out a ton of candy, which I did not get any of last year, so I actually gave mine away. But I'll be getting more candy this year, hopefully. Hint about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. If you don't get to characters early, prepare to wait in a long line. Rebecca, you are so right. You want to wait in those lines for the characters that you want to meet early. So I'm probably going to meet maybe Jack and Sally. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get new ones this year. We'll see. Hi, from Christy. Hey, Christy. Eat the candy corn ice cream Halloween party. Oh, that's a good one. I got to remember that one. Thank you. Very good. I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in Disneyland. My favorite part was the fireworks show. Yes, that is a great one. I will be sure to see that fireworks show again. Not like the costume you wear last year. No, it's different. It's different. You're gonna like it. Do you have a date for your costume reveal? No, I do not. No, we're not, because we have to go back to, I think, where are we going? My sister needs to go back to Joann's Fabrics to get a new piece of fabric. I'm not going to say what, because we were missing some of it, so we have to put some more together. It'll be good, though. What type of candy out of it? I think it's a mix of candy. I'm not so sure which specifically, but it's a mix. No fast passes during the Christmas party, right? Christopher, I don't know about that. Does anyone know for sure? Let us know. I think you might be able to. I'm not sure. Let us know. Lisa, Seven Dwarfs take forever to get to, but totally worth it. Yes, unless you wait super early. Lisa, they do take forever. Where are you staying in September? Thought you were at Kidani. No, Allie, I will be staying at Pop Century, and then I'll be doing a resort transfer to another resort that I like a lot. They didn't have any more spots at Kidani, or at Pop Century. Why do I keep saying that? So I had to go to a different resort. It's going to be fun. Are all the rides and attractions open during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Holly, yes, I believe so. I believe so. It's all brand new candy. Chocolate bars, candies. They gave out a lot of marshmallow peeps last year. See, this is why I need to do the candy collection. I got to get more of them. Rebecca, my best friend, got me in 2-hour line for Seven Dwarfs, and we didn't get as much candy. I'm so mad. Rebecca, I'm sorry. If you want to see Seven Dwarfs, you've got to go like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Like, just wait there before the party even begins. That's how you do it. No fast passes during parties. Thank you. No fast passes during parties. Okay. Donna corrected us. Thank you, Donna. That's good to know. I didn't know. See, I didn't know. So there you go. Jack and Sally will be at our Halloween cruise. Oh, that sounds great. They'll probably have to wait less time for the Halloween cruise. That'll be really good. Anyway, what do you think about, let's move on to, what do you think about the minivans? You know about the minivans. Now they're at Disney World. Apparently they're still complimentary at the moment, and we'll see if they remain complimentary. They probably won't. And they'll be $20 to go from one location to another. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you vote in that in the poll. Let me know what you're looking forward to most on our next adventure. Because I'm actually thinking about something else too. I want to talk to you about. I'm thinking about taking a much slower pace on this trip, and at least like maybe Typhoon Lagoon and that day, and the Animal Kingdom day, and Magic Kingdom with the party probably not, but I want to just take a slower pace. I want to try different ways of experiencing the magic. So I'm thinking about it. Let me know what you think. Which month has lowest prices? Guy, you can find a whole video on my channel, but I would say September. Usually September. You can get into the parties as early as 4 p.m. Yes, Darlene, exactly. I might try them out on my next trip. I think it's a wicked cool idea. Yes, the price is a little bit steep, but I like the idea that we have some point-to-point transportation. Hi, Michael. What are your hopes for Star Wars Land and Star Wars Hotel? Amazingness. That's my hope. I have a feeling it's going to be absolutely incredible. I feel like the Star Wars Hotel is going to be like an experience in and of itself. I cannot wait for it. $20. Yes, I know. That's it. And then tip. You know, you're right. Do you give a tip? Maybe. Minivan definitely costly. Makes me wonder if they were going to get rid of the direct bus service. I would imagine not. But we'll have to wait and see. Will the minivans go to Magic Kingdom, or will it drop you off at Transportation Ticket Center? Holly, I would imagine, and this is just my imagination, that it would be directly at Magic Kingdom. We'll see, though. On party days, we relax and go to the pool. That's smart, too. Let's see. Definitely a cute and great idea. The price just seems a bit high, and I think you're in the majority there. Have you ever played mini golf on the courses? If so, what's your favorite? Book gal, I have not. I have not played mini golf at Disney. See, things I have to do. Definitely conflicted on the minivan price. Sometimes you'd only need to go 2 or 3 miles. $20 is way too much. I totally agree. If you're going from Kidani Village to Magic Kingdom, I totally see that price. Like, yes. But if you're going from Magic Kingdom to Wilderness Lodge, that's not $20. So I think they might adjust that. We'll have to wait and see, though. Any Halloween celebration at Pandora this year? Not that I've heard of, Doctor Who. Not that I've heard of. Minivans are awesome. They look cool, don't they? Do you think Disney using Uber is a good idea for rope drops? I do, but I think you can also get the bus. I think you can also get the bus. You get up early, and you should be able to get there for a rope drop. I've done it a dozen times, so you shouldn't need to get Uber, but you could do it. I would probably use the minivans when I travel with my service dog because I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Aya doesn't care too much for the buses. It's a bit much for her. Totally understand that, Rebecca. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. And I feel like that's why they have them around to help service dogs and other people who want to take the separate transportation instead of the buses. Thanks, Michael. My pleasure, guy. Do minivans take people back to Walt Disney World resorts from the parks? Yes. Yes, they should take you just about anywhere, resorts to the parks and all of that. I think they're only being tested right now at a few places, but they're coming very soon, maybe even now. I'll look for you. Disney Springs and all over, so you'll see them all over. Resort hopping and Disney Springs are great for the party too. That's a good idea. Winter Summerland golf course at Blizzard Beach is so much fun. I want to try it. I definitely got to try it. Kate, I hope you'll like the package. We will leave you at your hotel. Kate, that really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. I love getting those packages at the resort, and I also love getting packages at home. There's another box I just got. I have to go back to the post office box today to double check, so it really means a lot. Thank you. Michael, best way to get from the All-Star Music Resort to International Drive? I don't know. I don't know the roads as well as I should. I just kind of sit on the bus and let it take me where I need to go. Maybe someone else can answer that for you. Let Catherine know if you know the right answer there. I said it correctly. Yay, I'm so glad. I think Disney needs to change it to a taxi or Uber type rates. Checked it out on my trip in December from French Quarter, and it would cost $6 for an Uber, $20 for the minivan. Totally agree with you. Lisa, I think they are worth it to say you do. Oh my gosh, I'm missing that comment, Lisa. I got you. I think they are worth it to say do an early morning breakfast at, say, the boardwalk, and then to do something else afterwards. Yes, that does make a lot of sense. Robert, have you ever been to any of the character warehouse? No, I have not. Robert, I'm going to have to do that in the future. Jennifer, is the minivan different than Express Bus, which picks you up from behind the scenes area? Jennifer, my understanding is they'll pick you up from the same general area where the buses drop you off now. So I feel like it's not exactly Express Bus, because that's between parks, but it's like direct point-to-point transportation. So it's a little different. Speaking of which, that's one of the things I have to try. It's one of the things I still have to try. So I'm going to try that. That's, again, create the adventure with Michael. Got to do those things. Do you think the Haunted Mansion holiday could come to Disney World in the future? Good question. I don't know. It's a good question. I really don't know. I read somewhere this week that minivans will drop you off in front of Magic Kingdom and not at Transportation Ticket Center. Rebecca, I think you are right. Michael, if we wanted to send you something, is your information here on YouTube? It sure is, Christopher. It means a lot. My post office box you can find in the description of all of my videos, including this one. Just click the description button. It should be right below me. And you should be able to see my P.O. box right there, along with the shirts and all sorts of good stuff, my equipment. All that's there on YouTube in the description. Thanks for joining us, Jen. I appreciate you being here. It means a great deal. Let's see. So, with that, I have 55 days. 55 days until we are back there together. I can't express to you how exciting it is to share it each and every time. It gets more and more exciting the more you do it. And to be able to share it in this format, I think we found it. Like, we found the perfect format with the vlogs and a live stream here or there on YouTube, which is also fun. I do love doing that. But I feel like the vlogs is really where I want to be. And, you know, I won't be able to stream from the water park because I won't be able to take my phone because it's not water, you know, the phones aren't waterproof yet, but they're probably coming. But then I'll be able to share it all with you in the vlog from the GoPro that I'm planning on getting. So I'm really happy about it. 55 days. What is your countdown? I want to hear your countdown to let me know where you're going. If it's a Disneyland, Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, let me know where you're going. Michael, where are you from? Near the Washington, D.C. area, so I'm very close to that. All her might. When did you get your annual pass? I'm from Virginia, but seriously considering it. When did I get it? 2015, 2016, 2015, I think. Do you have any favorite character dining experiences? I love Chef Mickey's just for the memories. I do. Tink, if you could create a fifth park other than a villain's park, what would it be? It would be a throwback park. It would be a throwback park like to Disney's original rides and some things we don't see anymore, maybe Spectral Magic, things like that. That's what I would do. That's how I would do it. 55 days. Yes, I can't wait to share it with you. 49 days. If I'm going to be there at the same time as you, let me know. I'll be there September 15th to 19th. I always love saying hi to my friends. If you see me in the park, come over, say hi. Always happy to take a picture and say hi with my friends. Will you have a double countdown again next trip? I will very likely have a double countdown before the end of a week or two. It's coming very soon. Another double countdown coming soon. 56 days for Gene. So you should see me there. 35 days, 82, 60 days, 136, and 284. It's certain restaurants. Peter, you can find that on... Wow, I'm showing up here a little bit. There are certain restaurants that are going to be 30% off certain times. You can find that, more of that on Facebook. I have that posted there, and I spoke about it earlier. I'll close with that too, so I do a follow-up with that. Kristen's got 133 days. It's so fun to have everybody in the Disney family here. Yes, Chelsea, it is a lot of fun to have us all together. Do you have your new belt ready to go? It's a small fanny pack, and yes, I do. And you can find that in one of my equipment videos while my Mac was down. That's when I made that video. So it's a small, very thin fanny pack, which I will be bringing with me. No more of that belt. No more hanging things off me. That was terrible. So no more of that. Yes, I'll be there. Oh, yes, Lynette. Okay, well, if you see me, come say hi. Always happy to say hi to my friends. Hoping to go to Disneyland next year when I graduate with my bachelor's degree. Congratulations, Rebecca. It's a big accomplishment. I sure hope you get a chance to go. 61 days for Shelly. Melissa's got 139. Lewis has got 57. Danielle, our last day is September 15th. Oh, no. Maybe you'll see me, like, in passing. Maybe you'll see me in passing, Danielle. You never know. You might see me. Anyway, if you have any other questions for me, I'm here to help. And I'm more than happy to answer your questions. I cannot wait to share on our next adventure. Let me answer that first question I got about, the restaurants that are going to be 30% off. I wanted to answer that question again because we had it again. So the restaurants that will be 30% off, it starts for annual pass holders and DVC members only before 6:30 p.m. and after 8:30 p.m. for dinner only, and you have to have reservations. The restaurants include Jico, Flying Fish, The Wave of American Flavor, Citricoast, the Grand Floridian Cafe, Olivia's Cafe, Boatwright's Dining Hall, the Turf Club Bar and Grill, Artist Point, and Captain's Grill. I'll be going to the Flying Fish and Artist Point to experience it together. It's going to be a lot of fun. 9 days for you, Lauren. You must be so excited. With Fanny Pack, you will need to go through the bag check line. Yes, I will, but I just take one thing off, hand it to them, and that's that. Yes, that will be it. Are you still going to carry around your large tripod? No, probably not. Kristen, I'll probably do the small one, the small tripod. It's very compact. I will probably not be bringing the big one anymore, just because it's very heavy. 62 days for you, Christopher. So exciting. Allie, if you could only visit one gift shop at Walt Disney World property, which would you choose? It would either be the Emporium or Mouse Gear. Very good question. Very, very good. 85 for Lisa. So exciting. Yeah, so thinking about that bag check, I cannot imagine, because what I do is I carry around batteries for my camera and buttons for my friends. And if I don't go through the bag check, I'll have to carry that all in my pockets. It weighs me down a little bit. I'm still debating on that. It looks kind of baggy and not so good in pictures. So I'm also thinking about that factor. There's a lot of things I'm thinking about. Always wanted to go to Flying Fish, but it's so expensive. They will definitely help out and motivate me to go and try it. Megan, I can't wait to try it together. I've been probably when I was super young, but not recently. How much movement does Flight of Passage have? I get motion sickness easily, so I'm worried about riding it. Morgan, I've heard those with motion sickness. Some have been having problems, so I might not be the best person to ask for this, but I feel like it could possibly give you trouble. I would say if you do have problems, I think it's worth trying, but if you have problems, just close your eyes. There's not as much, well, you know what? It's tough to say. I would say close your eyes and give it a try, but it is tough to say because you can't get off, so that is tough. 72 days for your first time at Pop Century. We will try for the refurbished room when you go. Yes, I will be trying for a refurbished room when I go. That's my plan. I can't wait to see what, if any, part Pegasus will play in your Halloween costume. Yes, he's got an important role to play. He might not join me through the whole trip this time. He might just be on my shoulder for Halloween, just because I'll be going to water parks and doing things that he can't do. So we'll see about that, but he'll definitely be a part of the costume. That's definitely on my mind. Love mouse gear, Lori. So do I. It's a great one. Is there any previous video or blog explaining the organization of your trademark, The Waves of Disney? Not really, Disney Family. I just came up with that. I can give you some backstory about it. I came up with that because, I know, when I was thinking about it, I was like, how do I describe to my friends what I'm feeling when I'm about to go and boarding the bus and all these things that change, and how these feelings of excitement that are overwhelming and starting to overlap each other as I'm getting on the plane and getting off the plane and getting closer to Magical Express and arriving. And I eventually thought of waves crashing on a beach, coming right after another, and eventually it turned into Waves of Disney. And that's how it became Waves of Disney. I love it. I think it's a good way to describe our love for it. Let me know what you think. 62 days, 139, 222 days, triple countdown. Holly's has got us beat. Oh my gosh. Got to catch up. When scheduling flights of passage, should I select FastPass for later or in a stay or first? I would say later and then go on flights of passage early in the morning for opening for rub drop. That's my personal opinion on it. Good question. I think the video stalled for a moment there. Hopefully it's back. Maybe. Hopefully. I see it. Okay, it looks like it's back. Sorry if the video is stalling for you. You have to let me know if you're seeing that stall out too. Let me know. Yes, Morgan, I get motion sickness on simulators also, and I'm wondering about flights of passage. I don't think it's too bad, but again, I don't have motion sickness, so I might not be the perfect person to answer. Flights of passage was not too bad on motion. Okay, so Dr. Who's got some insight. If you have any other insight, we want to hear from you. Now's a good time. Waves of Disney is when you get butterflies when thinking about your upcoming trip. Yes, Jennifer, it's all of those feelings. It's every single one. When you're thinking about Disney, it's a great feeling. Never close your eyes on a simulator. It actually makes it worse. Oh, see, I didn't know this, Craig. You're teaching me something here. Thank you. I love it. We love it. We explain those same waves of Disney. I'm so glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. Mikal, my next trip isn't until 2020 or 2021. Don't worry. You'll be back before you know it. And we're going on virtual adventures together, so we'll share it together. Waves of Disney is perfect. Describes all those feelings perfectly. Is Pandora still have? Holly, please rephrase that. Do you have any way to keep track of your countdown? Yes, I use an app from the App Store, and it tracks my countdown. I track it. Just look for Countdown app on the App Store. You'll find it. It's very simple. If you still have questions about it, send me a private message. Do you think the wait times in Pandora will start to decrease in the fall? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think I've already noticed it. It's starting to already slow down a little bit. So I feel like once the fall gets here, you'll see less and less of a massive line. Danielle, Waves of Disney describes that feeling perfectly. I'm so glad to hear it. I really am. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of the magic with me and joining me for today's live stream. I'm actually going to go to the post office. We got to go to the fabric store, get more things for the costume my sister's got to do. I think we're going to have another fitting today, so we're going to try a few things on. But I can't wait to show you the reveal. I'll do the reveal soon. We're going to do the double countdown before you know it. I don't want to do a double countdown without having absolute confirmation that we are going. Full, yes, we are going. Everyone's off work. Everyone's ready to go. That's what I want to do. So that is the hope. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but it's going to be a lot of fun. That's why they tell you not to close your eyes on mission space. Okay, now I learned something today. I learned something today because I don't suffer from motion sickness. Apparently, if you have motion sickness, if you close your eyes, it makes it worse. I learned something. So thank you for letting me know. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you being a part of it with me. Have a magical weekend. If you're at Disney or if you're thinking about Disney, I will be thinking about it with you. So I'm glad I can. Disneyland in 2 days. Cindy, have a great time. Glad to know that you'll be going back to the magic. Thank you, everybody. Have an absolutely magical weekend. I'll see you real soon. Just think about those magical waves of Disney. We'll be back before you know it.